I like it, but I don't think it works with this.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Hello gorgeous, how you doing? So I am back at Kat Von D. So here's the thing, this one we're going to do a much more subtle look than we normally do. And one of the comments I often get from you guys is, isn't Kat Von D too heavy or is there too much artistry involved? Can you do a day look if you base your kit around Kat Von D products? Challenge accepted. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are going for a subtle look with Kat Von D, which I know everyone's
Sounds
like...
ironic.
I know, everyone's like, but Kat Von D, but that's really heavy and it's like artistry, and it's like, yeah, it is. So feeling inspired by the wedding, when my makeup was done with Bobby Brown actually, and it looked fab. Wedding day, fairly fast. Soft
kind of look.
Girly.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Go for it.
Challenge accepted then.
Yeah. I mean, our products are very flexible, so you can achieve everything with them. Even though I think it's a misconception, a lot of people do think that Kat Von D is very full coverage.
That's the comments I've had.
Yeah. And you can achieve that with it, but you can also achieve something completely different, which is hopefully what I'm going to show you today.
Cool.
So I'm going to start by colour matching you. I know we did this last time. A bit of a softer look today anyway. So start with a colour match as I would with anyone. What are you thinking of those two colours?
Probably more natural.
Yeah. That I think, it would look too light and wash you out. 45 neutral.
Oh, the same as last time.
So I'm going to remove that. I'm going to prime your face using our primer, and then I'm going to mix the primer with the foundation.
Gotcha.
In order to create a bit of a lighter, softer consistency. Right, I'm going to use one pump of the foundation and mix in a pop of the primer, and that's what these brushes are really handy for.
So what are we achieving by mixing primer with foundation?
You're just going to get a bit of a lighter, softer coverage.
Okay.
So it's going to be nothing that's too heavy on your face, especially if you want, like I said, that softer look. You are going to be able to achieve that with it.
Great.
It's just not going to be as full coverage. It's going to dilute it. So the way I like to think of our foundation is like a concentrate. So if you were to think of squash, you would dilute the squash with water. That's essentially what you're doing with the primer. So I'll mix them together, but I am going to apply the primer all over your face as well. Okay, so I've done quite a light coverage. What do you think?
Yeah, it's light.
Yeah?
Okay.
Like I said last time, I don't put foundation around the eyes because it tends to cake. Don't tend to touch it at all until I do concealer. That is just a nice light foundation coverage. More of like a BB cream consistency because you've mixed it with the primer. So always tend to go for a yellow base concealer. I just think it looks better under the eyes. With the under eye as well, it's going to counteract the darkness. Would you want more concealer under your eyes?
Oh, I think that's quite subtle.
Yeah?
It's nice.
I am going to set it with the tiniest amount of powder, because if you're going for a kind of makeup bridal look, I would always set it with powder anyway, just to keep it all in place.
Sure.
Don't want to take away your natural glow, but I do want to keep it in place.
Okay.
So literally just tapping the brush into the powder, shaking off any excess. I'm going to put some blush on. I think a nice little pink blush, and then add a bit of warmth then. I'm not going to contour as much as I did last time, because we're going for a subtle look.
Okay.
We actually don't do a powder blusher. What I'm going to use is this, which looks very crazy, I know.
It does.
But applied correctly.
I'm wondering if this is going to work. What's this called?
So this is our Super Brow Pomade.
Oh, okay.
So it is a brow pomade in the shade Magenta. And like I said, this primer is like multi-use. So if you mix them together, you're just going to get a lovely consistency.
It's got magenta. I would never go for colour like that, normally.
No? It looks gorgeous on everyone.
Oh, I see. It blends in quite nicely.
Yeah, it does. I know at first it looks a bit daunting, but by the time you blend it out, it's just a nice natural
I'm
flush.
thinking I got a purple face. That's a bit,
What do you think? Just gives a flush of colour.
Yes, actually, yeah. Okay.
So this is one of our cool toned foundations. It's a powder foundation, but all I'm going to do is use it just to bring a bit of life and warmth to your face. Quite natural looking, just evens out your skin tone, giving you a bit of warmth and depth, but again, nothing too heavy. I am going to move on to brows, so keeping it quite natural, I'm going to use a powder product.
Okay.
It's going to look nice and fluffy, but it's also waterproof, so it's not going to budge all day.
Gotcha.
And the fab thing about our number 75 brush is it has, can you see the little individual bristles? It really helps create dimension, so it looks like the individual hairs are stroked out. Okay, so I'm going to go between two palettes, Shade and Light Eye, which is an eye contour palette.
Yeah, it's a great palette. We love Shade and Light.
This one has been discontinued.
Oh.
So Shade and Light Quad, but to get that warmth, there's just some nice rusty colours. So I'm going to use a combination of the both. I'll start off with a light brown. Okay, so all I've done so far is just create some depth in your eye. Just shaded in your crease, just to give the definition.
Okay.
I'm going to build it up ever so slightly, And then I'm going to go in with a lighter shade all over the lid. I almost don't want to use liner because it's such a soft look. What I might do is use a bit of shadow to line your lash line.
Okay.
But because it is such a soft look,
I hear you.
I want to show what our products are capable of doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have just matched up this eye to your right eye.
Okay.
I am yet to go in with the glitter. I want to blend that out a little more actually. What I'm going to do now is not cut your crease, because again that would be quite a dramatic heavy look.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pat the glitter all over the lid. I'm going to use our new liquid highlighter in the shade Gamma Ray, because I think it's got the little peachy tones.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use the powder version. Exactly the same colour, one's liquid, one's powder. Just gonna intensify it with the powder then. What I'm gonna do now is just go back in with the darker shades. Yeah, it looks lovely, doesn't it? Just to deepen up the crease a little more, because where I've gone in with the glitter.
What lip colour are you thinking? I'm thinking like a nude or a pink.
In pinky nude, I was thinking, yeah. What do you think, Tam?
I really like that.
Yeah, it looks lovely. So I'm going to use a flat brush, actually our eyebrow pomade brush number 70, just to go in with the black shade and smoke out along your lash line. Like I said, I don't want to use a liquid liner. I think it's going to ruin the softness of it.
It's be nice and matte as well.
Yeah, exactly. So all that's done is just define your lash line, but you haven't got the harshness. I am going to put a touch of the highlighter on, just to tie in with the eyes.
Agreed. Perfect.
Yeah, you like it?
It's quick as well.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't take long. And is achievable with Kat Von D products. Lips.
Yeah, well, what have you got that's like
a liquid lip or a lipstick?
Let's go with a lip.
Liquid lip has the staying power.
Yes.
So like if it was for a wedding, I would always use a liquid lip.
Yeah.
So that was Monica. I love that colour.
It's different. I think so.
I really like it.
I haven't got anything like it.
No. And it has the corally undertones.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it matches the eyes. Yeah, let's try that instead. I like it, but I don't think it works with this.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll just touch up with foundation, just around your mouth, because that's a good look.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have better luck with this shade. This is called Ophelia.
Okay.
A bit more of a nude, as opposed to like a pinky.
Yes. This is better.
I much prefer that. I think that looks really nice.
There it is.
Ties it in.
Yeah, I love that.
And then lastly, setting spray.
This is good.
Is there anything you want to add?
I'd have gone pops a little more, bit of a rosy colour.
Okay.
Old school order. Yeah.
Don't be alarmed.
No, I think that's good. I think that's where we're going.
More again?
No, you got it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that warmth to my cheek I wanted now.
It's just on the apples of your cheek.
Yeah.
By mixing it with the primer as well, you've got that flexibility. You know, you can move it around the face.
Yes.
It doesn't just stick in one place.
There it is.
I'm just going to even it up a little bit there.
Look at this. How nice is that? So one of the things with Kat Von D is they don't have like a huge palette of colours like some of the more established brands have. So you have to mix a little bit. That's kind of part of the fun.
Yeah, I love it.
You can change tones and, mix it up, and you can use a palette. This is a very simple, not heavily artistic, quick day light look. So let's recap. What have we done?
We started by priming the face.
Yeah.
And then mixing the primer and the foundation together. Then concealed under the eye. I set your concealer actually.
Yes.
I set it with a tiny bit of powder just to make sure it wasn't moving anywhere, and a little bit dusted all over your face. Contoured the eyes. Just a bit of shading in the crease, and then use the liquid and powder highlight then to get the glitter, and then use a powder foundation just to add some warmth to your face. To get the blush, I mixed eyebrow pomades in these crazy colours.
Magenta and red, a classic combination.
But, and we used Ophelia liquid lip on
Oh yeah, we like that.
Everlasting liquid lipstick.
So there it is. Yay! So there it is, a quick and simple day look with Kat Von D. So as always, I'd love to know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section down there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. As always, comment, like, share, subscribe, dislike, all engagement, it's all good. Popping up on my right, on the left, is the last video, and below that is the one YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the very next show. Bye! Mwah.